All right, so this show is centered around chess, but the idea is you don't have to be good at chess in order to experience and have a good time and play long. So that's the DNA of Mate, and we couldn't do this without our guest, who is with us, both in spirit and actually. Our wonderful guest today is Bradley Stephen Perry. Hello, sir. Welcome. Welcome to Mate with Jason Dolly. How do you like that title?
Still don't.
You still... What can I do to change your mind?
I don't want to talk about it. It's weird. I have this Discord up, right? But I can't. I feel like I should pull up Twitch so I can also like simultaneously see what's going on, because I can't.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
I might have to, just because I feel like it'd be a good idea for me to see what people.
So you can like see chat and stuff. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
We're learning. This is a work in progress.
You're telling me.
Once again. We do have some sort of opening questions that we like to ask our guests when they first arrive. The first is, what is the very, very first game that you remember playing?
Hang on, I have a question for you first.
That's not how this goes.
Well, it is now. Hang on, so have you had people do this before?
Nope. You are literally the very, very first person.
So you said this is how we like to do this?
Yeah, it's just because that's how people on shows talk. You talk about the show as if it's been going on for ages, and it hasn't.
I think you're just used to watching The Tonight Show, which has been going on for ages.
You might be right, but now you've completely dispelled that illusion. It was working perfectly, and now everyone knows that this is the first time this has happened. So
I'm literally finding...
There you go.
Are you talking the first game I've ever played?
Yeah, that can be a board game, video game. I think in terms of video games, but whatever sort of comes to your mind.
I don't know. I used to love playing like Madden as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Or like, you know what game I loved was Spyro.
Spyro. That would have been
like PS1.
PS1, yeah. I didn't have a PlayStation 1. The first PlayStation I got was a PlayStation 2.
Yeah, we had a PS1. I remember when I was like 4 years old playing this. We had the this car game where it had, you remember like the steering wheels that you could buy?
Oh yeah, like the peripherals. Yes. The clunky things that were so cool when you sat down and used them. They didn't really work super well, and there was nowhere to put them. Yeah, they just would sit out on your couch, and just claim a seat permanently.
And then we had I'm trying to remember, it had like the gas pedals and the brakes too.
Oh yeah.
Which was
and then it was like, so you put that on the floor, and then you got the steering wheel in your lap, and you gotta and you would push down on it to go, and it would slide away from you. You gotta bring it back.
Really, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It never worked.
It never worked.
Those were definitely, I feel like, the games that I started with that I can remember. Madden what was the James Bond GoldenEye?
Oh yeah, totally. You had a 64. You must have had a 64 to play GoldenEye. Yeah.
And then there was another James Bond game that was on like PlayStation 2, I feel like.
There was one called what was it called? It was like Double Agent or it was very fun. I played it with my friends a bunch, and there were jetpacks and stuff. It was like secret double something. It wasn't Double Agent. I think I'm thinking of Double Dash, like Mario Kart Double Dash. So I don't think it was Double Agent. Do you remember what that was called? There was it was GameCube and PlayStation 2, and it was what was it? I forget. But I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. So cool. So also, do you play a lot of games in your life? And if you do, sort of why do you play games?
Well, I mean, obviously, I feel like everybody who's in this Twitch channel probably remembers that I did stream for a minute.
Of course. Hopefully some of you remember that.
Yeah,
It did happen.
It's funny.
Agent Under Fire. Yes, that was it. Sorry, Agent Under Fire. Was that the one you played?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Haley, for
That
the
was
call
fun.
out. Perfect. I played Nightfire as well too, though. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. I feel like that was PlayStation 2.
I think they both were. Yeah.
But I don't know. I stopped. I have not touched a controller in probably over a year now, or whenever the last time I streamed something like that. I started trying to work a lot and got busy with that, so it just kind of like took up my day.
Yeah.
And I found like I could use that time to maybe write, try to start producing more. But I feel like when I play games now, like my girlfriend and I, there was a power outage the other day at her apartment, and it was funny because the power goes out. It was pouring rain, and we had no lights or anything. The Wi-Fi was out, and we don't get service at her place, and so there was literally just nothing. It was just like, all right, what do we do? We have Monopoly, and we lit some candles and played Monopoly. And it's one of those things where it's like, that is a real test for a relationship.
Yeah.
It's fucking. You want to know why? The thing that pissed me off was when she was dead broke. I'm like, you know what? You landed. You don't have to pay it. It's only $250. It's whatever. Tides turn, and she's just going hard on me,
gouging you for every penny you're worth.
Looks like you're going foreclosure. It's like all those things, and I'm like, I don't forget the time that I let you, get out of jail for free and stuff like that. But Monopoly's it's really a great and terrible game.
Monopoly, Monopoly it's almost impossible to complete in one sitting, because if you really do that, you're bound to run into some because the problem with it is it ends when one person has all the money, right? That's how Monopoly ends, which is really an absurd. That just takes so long. And
well, with two people, it actually didn't take too long. We played for a couple hours.
I guess that's true. Like a duel.
When you play like 4 or 5 people, that's all day.
Because it can like fluctuate and go back and forth, and it's a strange rule. What's the third one? We had 3. Well, I had 3. What was the first game you played? Why do you play games? Oh yeah. The other one was. Do you have a game do you have like a new obsession game, a new game that you play a lot? Do you have some something you play every day? Some new. What game are you obsessed with right now?
I don't know. I've been flying a lot recently, and I feel like that's when I have like the most game time. That's when I'm on a plane.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Scrabble.
Yes, totally.
I love Scrabble.
Yeah.
Or like, do you remember we used to play Bananagrams all the time?
Oh yeah.
I loved
Bananagrams is a great game.
So yeah, Scrabble's a lot of luck, whereas like Bananagrams, like you can you make your own luck kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's like Scrabble, it's like you could get some shit letters and also nothing on the board.
Right. You have to making the most of what you have is not as much in your control in Scrabble as it is in Bananagrams, where if you got 1 or 2 letters left and you're like, there's no way to fit all this together, you start over. And you say, all right, let me start with a new base word. And if you guys haven't played Bananagrams, it's like Scrabble, but you get your own tiles and you have to create your own crossword out of those tiles. And once you do that, then everybody has to draw another tile from the pile. And the first person to have their crossword finished and there be no more tiles left is the winner. So you can always rearrange your stuff though. Like if you've got, like I said, 2 extra letters, like an X and a T, and you just can't put them anywhere. You can start all over and rearrange things, and the game continues.
Right. Yeah, and it's like there's also never the chance of with Scrabble, you could just kind of get lucky that there's a cue that can land perfectly on.
Right. You get the spot to put an X on the double letter where it's an A and an E, so like Axe and X, and both of them work, and you get like 50 points or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I planned that. That's totally that was by design. You're like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
No,
cool. Yeah. All right. Well, there's that. Thanks for answering our initial questions.
Great. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, this was fun. This was real. Let me send you a game invite. and we're going to do the most time that they will let us do, which I believe is 2 hours.
6 days.
Yeah. No, not 16. No. 100. 120 minutes. There we go. Not rated. Play. Okay, so before we get into it, thank you all. Thank you, Veronica, for the tier 1. Thank you, Lil Mama, for the tier 1 for 3 months. Morgan for the 10 months. Ami with the Prime. Sydney Ostrich with 100 bits. And Obi Obamore? Apologize if I said that wrong. Sounds like I said that really wrong. With a tier 1 for 2 months. Appreciate all you guys. This is the way this works. We will play a game of chess. Anytime a piece is taken, if I take one of his pieces, he will draw a question while I'll draw a question for him on his behalf out of this hat. This lovely Deerstalker Sherlock Holmes hat. The questions are, icebreaker type questions. There are challenges as well. If he fails the challenge, I pick his next move. Same goes for me. If he captures one of my pieces, I draw from this. All of that will also happen. All right.
You know what definitely is going to happen?
What?
I'm going to just go, okay, what am I supposed to do now?
It is a friendly game. The point is not to see, who's better at chess. The point is to have a fun time.
You are substantially better at chess.
And the design of the game, hopefully, is that it feels like there's at least some kind of common ground. Like it kind of levels the playing field a little bit. There's also rules for how the game ends, but we'll get to that when we get closer to that.
Let me just show you something really kind of unbelievable here. I'm looking at the chess app right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We played last year. Okay.
Yes.
You know when our last game
that was when I first started playing chess on stream, and you played with me.
Do you know what the last time we played was? Or the only day we played?
Was it February 3rd?
It was February 4th.
Oh my God.
2021. How weird is that?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't get an invite, by the way.
I have sent you. Did you change your? You didn't get a new account, did you?
I don't even know what's going on.
It should be in your notifications.
Okay, wait.
Oh, there we go. All right.
We played on February 3rd too. How fun!
That's crazy. So you have to make the first couple moves kind of quick, so that within a minute, so that it doesn't abort the game. But once the 2 hour timer goes, you're fine.
So it says, let's switch to play simple, fast, flexible. No, we're not. Okay, I think we're on, right?
We are, and you have 30 seconds to make your first move. This is the only part that there we go. All right, so I'll do this back, and now we should be able to just play.
Okay.
So, when a piece is taken, the hat comes out, but not until then.
Okay. So, on your stream, do people see our game?
Yes.
Oh, really? That's
yes.
Cool.
They can see both of our cameras and our game.
Ew. So high tech.
Interesting. I don't want to. It changes the way you play too, because normal openings kind of don't gambits are really, really risky.
Look, dude, you want me to be straightforward with you?
Yes.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking.
I know.
Do you want to know the only time I've ever played chess?
When?
Is you and me played every day in Utah when we had nothing to do.
Yeah.
And that's where I learned to play chess.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Probably didn't play chess again until February 3rd of last year.
So openings, what you're trying to do sort of now, and yeah, that's fine. And chat also chime in if you're a chess phenom. But the opening principles is you want to develop your pieces, those pieces the knights and the bishops. You want to get those involved, and you also kind of want to control the 4 center squares here. So that move is nice because that develops the knight, puts it in a spot because you can't put the knight there. Can you see when you can't see when I click on stuff, can you? You can't see the lines I'm drawing right now?
I can pull up your stream.
That would do it, but that's fine. I was just curious if you. I'm sure you couldn't see them, but anyway. So that's a fine move. Your bishop's kind of trapped behind the knight, but that's okay. You can deal with that later. I'm gonna bring my bishop out. I'm kind of tempted to go for a not great move, but because just to get the question challenge going, you know. Because if you get a question or you get a challenge and you fail, I get to pick your next move, and your next move will not be to recapture my piece. So,
what's your are you like a friendly talk show? Is it like a
what do you mean?
No swearing kind of deal?
Oh, I think we'll try to keep it to PG-13 if we can.
You get one F word for the whole stream.
Yeah, which I think you already did. So
Probably.
yeah, it's
like
fudges
rating?
from now on. What?
How does that work with like Twitch?
Okay, here we go. The first piece will be captured. Yeah. I captured your piece. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. Eric Van Gogh.
It is a question, not a challenge. All good. We have a raid? Oh, Morris! Morris, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome to the show. Your question. Do you fold or crumple your toilet paper?
All right, fold.
Fold. Good. I didn't know. Like, when I was first asked that question, I was a crumpler. I never thought to fold. But it's really, first of all, it's way less, I don't know, sanitary probably is the right word. But if you fold it, you get multiple uses. I see a crumple in here. Morris is a crumpler. How many, do we have any other crumplers? Folding is by the way, if you're a crumpler, folding is correct. As a former crumpler, let me say.
I also feel like, I mean, isn't there like, if you just crumple it, isn't there a better chance that you're gonna get like your hand in there?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's way less sanitary. Yeah, and it like can also just sort of pop out, like it's crumpled and it does a certain thing, and then when it just get, it's just not ideal.
I didn't like it.
Huh?
That's gross. I didn't know that people would just like ball it up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely used to.
So funny story. I'm not going to tell you who it was, but a buddy of mine learned because you know him.
Okay.
But he learned in the most embarrassing way possible that not all people, most all people, don't stand to wipe. He was like talking about it. We were in the car, and he was like, he goes, yeah, and the guy doesn't even like stand to wipe, and we were like, what?
You don't stand to wipe, do you, sir? Like, yeah, what do you mean?
To wipe, and we're all like,
you just make it harder for yourself.
You do that?
You just make it like, yeah, that's.
Yeah. That seems just so disgusting. But hey, I have fun news. Not to move on from you, but I can capture you now.
You can, exactly.
So, your turn, Chief. There you go.
All right. If it's a challenge, I'll have you read it to me because.
What, are you gonna text it to me or something?
No, I'll like literally hold it up to but it's a question. Have I ever seen a ghost? No.
You're lying.
And I'm lying. Wait, why?
We were in Scotland together. Everybody woke up at 3:00 in the morning. Your mom's door slammed shut. That's
different from seeing a ghost, though.
That is the same thing.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you don't remember this?
No.
We all woke up and we went downstairs, and everybody was like, yeah, we didn't get the best sleep. Like, woke up at like 3 a.m. Do you not remember your mom's door opening and closing?
I don't remember actually seeing that happen.
Yeah, your mom for sure did. Because remember, we all had rooms where it was like,
yeah. No, I remember that. We went to Scotland for some like 365 or some Disney Channel.
For Brave.
For Brave. That's right. For Brave. That's right. We did promos for Brave.
Change your fate.
It was great because Because they were like, hey, we're going to have you guys do promos for this movie Brave. We're like, okay, cool. And they're like, yeah, you're going to do it in Scotland. Like, what? Sorry, what do you mean in Scotland? Like, yeah, we're going to fly you to Scotland. You're gonna, like,
we're in the film.
Yeah, we were on the we were on Good Luck Charlie. We weren't on the we were on the movie. They were like, yeah, you'll fly to Scotland. You'll shoot all this in a castle and stuff. We're like, okay, cool. So we like lived in the castle for like 4 days. Yeah. So in this castle, which was apparently pretty decently haunted, because it was like at least 200 years old, I think.
There was the part that we filmed in was 200 years old.
Yeah. I thought it was it was 4, wasn't it? We lived in one that was like 2. Like 1 or 2.
It was like I think it was the part that we lived in was 200 years old.
Yeah.
The part that we filmed in was 600 years.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was old as hell. Patrick, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Yeah. Well, so I'm dying to have a like ghost story. I would love to have something that happened to me where I go, yeah, that was something that I, without question, cannot explain and do not understand. The door slamming, I don't remember super well, unfortunately. But
yeah, I remember that one because it was creepy because Bridget came downstairs too. She was like, I woke up over something. I can't remember. I thought my mom was like calling for me or something. It was really weird. I thought she said my name when I woke up because remember it was one big suite, but like our moms were in a separate room that was all connected. You know, it was
vaguely,
like,
yeah.
And so I remember like waking up and then we all went down to breakfast because remember we had to be at breakfast at 7 a.m. Like you had to be down.
Oh, right. Yeah. We were already like super jet lagged. And we had to be up and downstairs ready for like a proper Scottish breakfast. Yeah. Like 7 in the morning, which was great. I mean, it was haggis and eggs every day. I'm not complaining. But what?
Haggis was so good.
Oh, it was so good.
It's so vile, really.
Yeah. It's barbaric, you know. It's like
it's very Scottish.
Oh yeah, deeply Scottish. I would love to have a good ghost story though. That's a bucket list thing for me. I'd like to spend the night in a real haunted house and like have an experience. I would really like that. But we got a poll in chat that says people have seen ghosts. I've heard some ghost stories from some of you in chat, which I always appreciate. You guys know me. All right, well, guess what? I'm taking your piece back. Here we go. Question from the hat, or is it a challenge? It is a challenge. Okay. So, this will either be, you'll have to name 3 of something, you'll have to do a 1-word answer, or you will have to do a 1-syllable impression. And I will tell you what it is. I will start your timer, and you will have 5 seconds to either achieve or not achieve the challenge. Are you ready? Okay. I need you to give me a 1-syllable impression of Nicolas Cage. Your time starts now.
That just made me so nervous. I can't believe it.
Your time is up. I think. Did I get you? You got 5 seconds, right? You must have got some. Yeah.
You know what? The only thing I can think of with Nicolas Cage, there's 2 things. Is that video of him like on that swearing show, the root word of the root of all swear words or something like that. That Netflix series. Have you seen that show?
No.
He just describes where like bad words come from, and it's like one where he's just screaming the F word for like 2 minutes. That's the first thing that came to mind. And then I thought immediately of National Treasure Book of Secrets, where he's driving. Do you remember he has the what is it, like the Constitution or something stupid? And then he like runs a red light so that it takes a photo of him, and then he throws it into the ocean so that the people chasing him couldn't get it.
I think I've seen that movie once, so I don't remember that. That's the second one, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know that one super well.
Like, the first time I was him driving through with this, and I was like, I can't just do this. Nobody's gonna know what I'm doing. I was like,
so, chat, did he pass? Did he? Because I don't know. I don't think he really gave us an impression of Nick Cage there. Does this count? No, sorry. All right. Looks like a no. Nope, we got 2 no's.
Nicolas Cage is.
Nicolas Cage? You guys know who Nicolas Cage is, right?
A lot of people probably don't.
Chat knows who Nicolas Cage is. They're making a movie about somebody.
Isn't it like
It's like he's playing himself. It's like I forget what it's called.
It's called Being John Malkovich. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, people know who Nick Cage is. All right. So you have failed the challenge, which means I get to tell you what your next move is going to be.
Okay.
I'm going to be kind because, I could make you lose your queen. Like
you could win real quick.
I could do some really nasty things. What I'm going to tell you to do is take your dark squared bishop and move it to the square F4.
Square F4. Okay. Do I have to?
You have to, yes. I could tell you to move your queen to C2 and then win your queen, but I'm not going to do that, you see.
That's right.
Should have made him do an impression of Eric Kramer. Yeah, that should be on our one-syllable impression list.
Just, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And actually, it's not one syllable, but the way he says it so quickly.
I would absolutely count that. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I put it? So I'm sorry. I'm just because I'm stupid. I'm moving it right next to your bishop. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be yes. Exactly. There we go. Okay. I am going to do this little number.
Okay. Because I like exciting things.
Okay. That is exciting. Ooh, yeah. That's threatening my queen right there. Oh boy. Let me see. What have I got? It is a question.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to run at 100 miles an hour or fly at 10 miles an hour? This is one that, like, I feel like people that want to be able to run really fast, the problem is you would also need, like, really, really fast reflexes. Because if my only ability is run 100 miles an hour, I can't see what's going on, right? I mean, my brain is still working at the same level. I can't suddenly... You're guaranteed to either trip, run into traffic, or just hit a wall. Like, that's just going to happen. What I would do is I would be able to fly at 10 miles an hour, but I wouldn't tell people I could fly. What I would do is I would just make it seem like I could jump impossibly high. Like, I could jump. You just trigger the flight a little bit when you're up in the air, so it looks like you're jumping a little bit higher than most people. And just that's what I would do.
That was so awful. I mean, really. I'm just gonna, I gotta say it as it is. That was just the worst thing I've ever heard. No, you know what? The funny thing was, all I could think about was a person flying at 10 miles per hour. That is so slow.
It's very slow.
I mean, I can run almost twice as fast as that.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you're a superhero, you're not helping anybody. You might as well get in a damn car.
No, and if you're like flying to work, if you're trying to like fly, bypass traffic and just fly to work. What?
How high up can you go?
I would think you could go as high as you could like easily breathe. You wouldn't be able to like breathe outside of the atmosphere, but you could breathe, maybe 1,000 feet in the air. I honestly have no idea how high humans can breathe safely. But, that's what I would figure. But you're just guaranteed to have people just like throw shit at you. Like, could you imagine if a dude was just floating through the air at 10 miles an hour and you had a notebook or like a bag, you're gonna chuck it at the guy. I don't know.
It's way funnier, dude, if he's only able to get 6 feet off the ground. So he just
Yeah.
slowly flies by.
Just barely hovering.
He's in traffic, on the freeway.
Just barely over the cars, and on the sidewalk, just like he has an invisible Segway. He's just slightly hovering. All right, well, I mean, I'm going for it. Like a lazy Superman, exactly. Rat, thank you for the tier 1 for the 31 months. Oh my goodness. And we got a gifted sub from Daydream Traveler as well. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren. Question: what was the first lie you ever told?
I moved, by the way, on accident. Just so you know.
Oh, that's fine.
I have a great lie. Okay, so this is the funniest thing ever. It's so funny and it's just unreal. When I was 4 years, when it was Christmas, it was raining out in Southern California. I mean, were you at your parents' home on Christmas?
This year, yes, yeah.
Yeah. I was at my parents' house too, and it was raining there. And I couldn't tell you the last time in Southern California it rained on Christmas. Like it really.
Right, yeah.
You know? And so I was talking to my mom about it, and she starts telling me the story of she goes, I know exactly the last time it rained on Christmas because we were at our aunt and uncle's family friend's house, whatever it was, right? And we had been there for an hour, and I was 4 years old, and I start freaking out that I was going to throw up and that I was going to poop my pants, right? As a 4-year-old, okay? And I
scary even now, but okay.
I know. My mom's like, oh, okay, well, we got to go. He's sick, whatever. I get in the car with my whole family, and I sit down, and I go, oh, thought we'd never leave.
You're 4?
4 years old. And so we left. My family was crying, laughing, and they were like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the first lie I can think of.
That's incredible. That's a great story. Oh my God. All right. Okay. So
I moved.
You moved. You're moving to take that night, I'm guessing.
Well, I was just trying to get the action going.
Yeah, totally. Well, you've given me a nice opportunity for some action here.
I know, and then I get some after that too.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go for this here. I'm yoinking that bitch. So here we go. What do we got? We have a challenge.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you in 5 seconds to name 3 boy bands. Your time starts now.
One Direction, NSYNC, and Backstreet Boys.
Boom! There we go. Well done.
Did they need to be active boy bands?
No. Those are actually the 3 that came to my mind as well. Well done. You have staved off disaster. Perfect. You may now move. Leslie, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it.
I mean, it looks like you got me dead in the water on my rook.
That rook is probably gonna fall. Yeah. What you might be able to do though is if you take my knight first, you may be able to save the rook if I fail the challenge, for example.
Oh, actually, hang on. There's stuff that can happen. There's going to be a lot of questions and stuff going on because there's about to be a lot of action. So
yeah.
I'm going to go here because now you can't. Well, I mean, that bitch be gone. But all right, we're going.
Okay. All right.
We'll keep.
What do we got? We have a challenge. Okay. So I'm going to hold the paper up to the camera.
Okay.
You are going to read me the challenge. I will start the timer, and I will do my best. Are you ready?
Yeah, I got blind eyes.
Can you see it?
Let the camera focus. No. I think I'm getting it. Oh, okay. It's very blurry, but I got it. Okay, describe your dream job without using the letter O.
Easy.
Your dream job is.
It would be easy.
Oh, I don't like that answer. I think your chat's gonna agree.
Chat, what do you think? Is that an acceptable answer? You can say no. You can absolutely say no.
That's terrible.
What, like,
because
your dream job would be easy to do, though, right?
Yeah, no, but it's describe your dream job, right? And like it to me, it's like anybody's dream job could be easy,
right?
Like your dream job is to be.
Actually, I like. You're right. You're right, because my dream job would have something to do with. It should be clear that it has something to do with acting, right? And Easy doesn't do that. Yeah. No, I'm with you. That's a solid reason why not. Okay, so you pick my next move.
Well, here's the only problem here. Is as of now, you lose the game. If I just pick your next move.
Well,
you have to move your king.
Could you? Could you end the game by picking my next move? I don't think so.
Well, okay, so don't you have to move the king, right?
Well, so no. I wouldn't have to move the king. I could recapture the bishop and the threat would be gone. I could recapture with the queen or with the pawn. But the best move for you definitely would be for me to move my king somewhere other than where it is, not to recapture. Because if you recapture, then we're just trading material for material, right? So I would definitely have me move my king rather than recapture the piece. Okay. Where would you like me to move my king?
I think you should just move your king.
Acting has no O in it. That would have been a great answer.
Oh yeah, that's.
Damn, that was it. Yeah, that would have been it.
Yeah, that's literally all you need. Just move it. Just move it to, let's say, D8.
D8. You got it.
Just to get that.
That's unfortunate for me because now I can't castle. Yeah.
No, I was thinking this.
You knew that. Yeah, no, I know.
I was sitting here thinking, well, now he won't be able to capture the castle.
Yeah.
Let's see. Knight takes rook, but look.
What? Oh, that's. I know what that is.
Yeah. See, now my problem is all I'm looking for is just trying to capture things.
I mean, you can keep going. You know, you can take that pawn in the middle on D5. What? Yeah, that works too. Yeah. So. Just the one I just pulled.
Because you're probably gonna lose this challenge. Yeah. It's anything like the last one.
I know. Yeah. Well, that's good because I made the challenges. I made them to be difficult to pull off in 5 seconds. So even if I get one, hopefully, I don't have one. This is a question.
You know what might help your show is either having Mia or your guest write some challenges as well.
It would be nice. I don't want to do too. The only problem is I wouldn't want to burden them with additional stuff to do.
You have Mia write 5 new ones each week.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, again, it's like I don't want to make her do work. I want to be able to do it all my own. Having the guest come up with some challenges as well could be fun. So that there's at least some in there that aren't mine. What's a really unpopular opinion that I have? That's an easy one for me. I do not care for Ted Lasso.
That is an unpopular opinion.
It's a very unpopular opinion. I've only seen one episode, so I haven't seen the whole show and go, no, I don't like this. But I'm generally very picky with what if I watch a show, if I'm going to watch a show, I generally know within the first episode or two, maybe. But it's tough being an actor and being somebody who, wants to be on shows. It's tough to really be completely honest with, why exactly I don't like it. So I don't want to get into too much detail just for my own, self-preservation. But yeah, the short version is, man, it's really not for me. really, really not. And I get that most people love it. I understand that. That's great. If you love it, awesome. But just not the vibe for me personally.
I love the money pit.
Oh, that reminds me, actually. I do want to have some sort of like prize or penalty for winning or losing, and I don't have an idea. But the only thing that comes to mind is, remember that episode of Family Guy where Peter catches Carter in the affair?
Shame.
Well, that too. Peter catches Carter in the affair, and he says, I think it's that one where he comes out and Carter says, because Peter is awesome and he is the best and he makes better laser sounds than me.
Yeah.
I want to do something like that we have to post, that one of us has to post about the other on social media. Something harmless and stupid like that. You know, that if I win, you have to post this about me. If you win, I have to post this about you. Something like that. Or if you have another idea, please, or chat has an idea, sound off. On the Odd Hidden Affair. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, mods could make challenges as well. That's true. Ooh, if you guys would be down for that, that actually would help a lot. All right, I'm yoinking this shit back. There we go.
Mod.
Come on now.
And then there's mod.
And then there's mod. Question for you, sir.
Oh, right.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, well, I feel like you do like the classics, right? Of like, Don't Stop Believing or something.
Sure.
Like that. Friends in Low Places, that's a great one.
You want something that gets the whole bar singing along, right?
Yeah, you probably don't know this one, but Dixieland Delight. Do you know that song?
I might know if I heard it, but I don't know it off the top of my head now.
Dixieland Delight, spend my dollar, parked in a holler, neath mountain blue light.
Strangely, no.
Yeah.
I don't.
It was kind of a college party song at points.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I don't know it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go to college or parties. I did go to college, but not really.
It was like a fun, cool person thing to do. Oh.
Oh, that's why I don't know it. Okay. Well, you put it that way.
So now I go. Right?
You go. Yes, sir.
You know where I go when we're dancing. Let's see. I don't have really many moves for you here.
Right. Okay. So. So I could just win the rook, but I'm gonna go big here. I'm gonna take the knight with the chance to take the queen next. We're gonna go here, and you're gonna get a question.
Okay.
We're gonna see what happens. Huh?
Or a challenge.
Or a challenge, potentially. It is a question. What food can you not eat no matter what?
Okay, is it like it's because it's a thing that's like I don't like the taste of, or like it's
Right.
gross?
Like either of those. I mean, that's kind of the same. That's sort of the same thing. But like,
No.
what's like a food that like no matter what dish it's in, no matter what's on it, no matter like for me it's olives. Like I could maybe eat them on a pizza, but I'll probably pick them off if I have the chance. Like olives in anything, like they're like too salt. Just gross.
So I have not had hash browns in probably genuinely 18 years, if I had to guess. This is a true story.
Is there a story behind this?
So my sister made them one time.
Oh, no.
Okay? And I don't know what the recipe was, but she was supposed to use like maybe like a tablespoon of oil. Teaspoon, maybe whichever one. And she put a cup in of oil, and it was so greasy.
Oh,
I threw up everywhere, and just like literally, it was like drinking a cup of oil.
Oh my
And
god!
I was the only one who ate them. Nobody had gotten to it by the time I had finished it, and
so you just ate a cup of oil,
basically.
Oh my
and
god!
I threw up violently for a while, and then I've never had them since. Anytime they're like, they gross me out. I
Yeah.
seriously love them. They're stringy, and I remember throwing up like how. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Ugh.
really, I mean, what's the difference between getting like fries? You know, it's like not that big of a difference. Like, it's not weird at all.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Oh.
not about hash brown. Yeah.
Hash browns. Okay.
Yeah.
We
I'm not
got
about
asparagus, beets, tomatoes.
I hate
Tomatoes?
kale.
Kale, yeah.
Oh.
Well, kale got way overhyped, you know.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Spinach is my favorite lettuce.
Spinach is good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the best.
Spinach is
I love a
solid.
good ice cream, too. Oh, is it me?
It is you, yeah. What would you like to do, sir?
See you, brother.
All right. What do we got? We have a challenge. Okay.
Let me see.
I'm going to hold it up. Read it out to me. If you can see it. Can you see it?
It's still pretty blurry. Pull it back a little bit. No. Yeah, I mean, this is just not gonna work.
Is that any better?
No, it's so blurry.
The idea was to have it be that, like, so you would read it to me and then I wouldn't be able to get it.
Pull it back. Okay.
Can anybody read this?
No, literally nobody.
Is
can.
it mirrored? Is that why?
No, describe an amazing vacation without using the letter A. There you go.
Nope, I couldn't do it. I'm out of time. I heard so I can hear the timer. I think Chat can hear the timer, but you can't hear the timer. I failed. I was thinking relaxing. I was thinking dreamy. I was thinking I couldn't get past A.
Cruise.
There you go. That would have done it.
Yeah. Also,
It's the pressure, man. It's the pressure of that 5-second timer that just poof. All right.
So here's my thought.
You get to decide where I go next.
Okay. Since we're coming up on an hour here,
Yeah.
because I'm a busy guy. I'm gonna try to put you in a position where you're bound to lose.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we want to move your. I'd say we want to move your king to B or C7.
King to C7.
Yeah.
You got it.
Thank you. So now you rid of this, and you go again.
Right. And then I go again. Yep. Yes. He's understanding it. Okay. Another challenge. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay.
That says. Wait, go back. Oh, okay. So it's doing. Oh, this is so easy. That's so unfair. Do an impression of Christopher Walken.
Hey.
That's so unfair. Compared to Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nick Cage is tough. I don't know what I would do for that.
But good job. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Dad. Okay, so I'm safe.
Mhm.
I do still have to move my king, though, because I can't really block that. So we're going to go... Man. Yeah, here.
Okay. So now I'm just gonna kind of
Put the pressure on here for sure.
just absolutely wreck you. We're just gonna keep going.
Oh, right. Right.
Every step.
That's a good call.
Take,
What do we got? We have a question. Okay. If I was a pro wrestler, what would my entrance song be? That's let's see. Something that pumps me up, like regardless of, like anytime, just a song that gets me going. Like all that's coming to mind is like Eye of the Tiger and stuff, but that's too obvious and too easy. Not me. It's got to be. It would have to be something with an accordion in it. Like
Accordion?
Yeah, it would have to have some like polka vibe or like bagpipes or something. Something that's like,
What's going on?
you know me.
Yeah, I know.
The weirdest guy you know. Yeah, I can't think of a song that would be like appropriately upbeat, but also has like.
Shipping out to Boston.
That would do. That's actually a great call. Fucking doing my job for me. All right.
Go ahead, sir. Okay. Yeah. Great. Bye.
All right. Question. What are 3 things I want to accomplish this year? That's a big question, actually. That I want to accomplish. So, I would like to be a series regular on a show. I would like to have. Well, I would say that this is sort of one of the things I wanted to do. Is I wanted to find a way to not necessarily elevate, but or reinvent, but somehow to move my streaming career, for lack of a better word, in a direction it hadn't gone before. So creating this show was sort of my way of doing that. I wanted to do something that was like a podcast or a talk show, but was on Twitch, and it was something that was related to chess, something that like I could do really well, or I hope I could do really well. So that's another. And a third thing, it should probably just be one thing. 3 things is a lot of things. You got 2. 2's a lot. 2's enough. Are we happy with 2? I'm happy with 2. In the interest of time, we'll say 2. All right.
What's the answer?
Took one back for you. So now, pressure's not exactly off, but displaced for a second, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's no moves here.
What was the last thing you did for the first time?
The last thing I did for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think. Last thing I did for the first time. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, I think I did for the first time. Maybe like fully produce a project on my own.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say that maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just fully like dealt with finance and hiring people and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was last first thing.
Yeah, that's a huge thing to do, by the way. Like that's kind of
cool.
That's a significant accomplishment. Yeah.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I mean, you know what? Not to sound cheesy, but when you have people around you who make it easier, like that job is a lot easier when you have.
But that's also about surrounding yourself with people that are, that are good at what they do and that have a similar, vision to you. And that's not to say that you didn't do anything, to make that happen as well, right?
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Cool. That's yours.
I moved. Do you see that?
I do. Yeah.
I do.
Let's see here. Let's get this going.
Okay. Oh, see, you know what the problem is now, though, is like I have to go just get away from it,
Right,
So,
yeah.
I'm going to hide over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Are you hearing the people in the room next to me? Is that loud?
No, not at all.
No, perfect. Austin and Dylan just got humps. Okay. Well, let's get this game going, huh? See ya.
Okay then. Question.
Okay.
Do I think aliens exist? Well, yes.
I know what your answer is.
But I don't think we've seen them yet. And I don't know that we ever will.
They'd be pretty bad at aliens that way.
What?
They'd be pretty bad at being aliens that way if you're able to see them. You know?
Because aliens have to be invisible?
No, but like it was like I always loved the idea that people could see like they could see a UFO, right? And my favorite joke about that was like, so you say they got all the way here and they left the headlights on while like driving around the neighborhood,
Right.
You know? Because it's like we're not able to detect you at all where you live or anything you do, but you get here you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, my brights are on. Fuck. Sorry. Yeah. I don't think we've been visited by aliens yet. I don't think that that's happened. I'm not convinced anyway, but I certainly think that the universe is far too small or far too big for it to just be us. That seems insane. But it also seems pretty unlikely that we'd actually be able to contact anybody because of how far away they'd be, and just the horrors and complications of space travel are immense and nearly insurmountable. So if they were able to travel, they'd probably only be able to travel short-ish distances, but probably not to us. And so I certainly think they're out there, but I don't think we've seen them yet, is my answer. And now I claim your rook, sir. And you must answer this question. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Oh my god. Could you imagine? Oh god. Could you imagine a horse-sized duck?
How loud would that thing's quack be? Like,
go quack.
It's just quack. This is Joe Swanson over there.
I could not fathom a world where I beat a horse-sized duck.
That beak would be so. Yeah, like that would fucking break your sternum. Like you're dead.
You're dead. You're fucked.
But are 100 duck-sized horses easier? 100 of them.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of duck-sized horses.
Look, what's my weapon? Do I have a weapon? Or is it just my fist?
Well, I think no, because if you had a gun, you just shoot the duck, right?
No, dude, you're not shooting a duck-sized horse. I mean, a horse-sized duck.
A horse-sized duck. If you have a shotgun,
that's not. No, he's gonna go.
With his wing, with his giant wing, he's just gonna knock it out.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. He's coming at you. Oh, I am a duck. Quack.
He knows karate for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the horses. Taking
the duck-sized horses. Yeah, I think your odds are it's long odds, but I don't wanna try to imagine how you would fight a duck-sized or a horse-sized duck. That's just.
Oh my god, a duck-sized horse.
A horse-sized duck. What did I say? Horse-sized duck.
Okay.
Your move, sir.
Ooh, let's see.
Oh hell yeah! Well, I'm just gonna freaking. Yes, please. What do we got? We got a question. What's You know the answer to this question for me, but I'm asking you this. What is the grossest fashion trend you used to rock? There's like 5 answers for me. What's your answer? Don't answer what mine were. What are yours?
No, you know what I used to do that used to piss you off more than anything.
I do, yes.
I used to sag my pants a lot. I used to think I looked sick.
You used to look sick.
You don't know what it was? It was 2 people. It was Justin Bieber and then our stage PA, Scotty.
I know.
They sagged their pants.
Yeah.
And
You know why I think 13-year-old
who just
You know, actually, why I think I hated that so much? This is like coming to me now. I've never actually thought about why I disliked that so much. I think I disliked it so much because it in my eyes, it meant that you were like looking up to him instead of looking up to me.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's deep.
I had never thought about that before, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly why.
That was a lot deeper than I thought that those punches were.
Not as deep as your pants were, but
You know the problem too is like I had to realize this on my own. Is I'm 5'7". Like if I sag my pants, my legs are like this big. Dude.
that does you no favors aesthetically. Yeah.
I know it's like I'm not looking taller. I'm looking.
Yeah,
like,
you're looking more like a slinky, just crumpled. You know.
All right. Let's see.
All right.
Silence.
I have a challenge. I've gotten more challenges than you have. Quite a few more. Okay.
Yeah,
I can. So
I can't read the damn thing.
I can read them out loud, and then I'll start the timer, and I think it'll work fine. Okay. This is a one-syllable impression of Matthew McConaughey. Ha ha.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No. That was not good.
Was that not Matthew McConaughey?
No, because that could have been a lot of people.
Who else? Who else could that have been?
Okay, so do it again.
Ha.
That could be. Let me think. But there's people. You're just saying ha. Like at least with like Walken, like like if you did that, you just go ha. I'm not gonna go. Oh, that's Matthew McConaughey.
Right. If you didn't know that I was doing a Matthew McConaughey impression, you might not know it was Matthew McConaughey. All right.
Yeah,
all right. Fair enough.
I mean, like, you gotta do that. Oh.
No, I can't because it's one syllable.
I know it's not one syllable.
Yeah. Right. It was me trying. I think I might have chat saying I did more than one syllable, which is probably accurate. I think I did go ha ha ha. It was a couple syllables. So either way, even if it was a good Matthew McConaughey impression, it was more than one syllable. So where should I move next, sir?
For the sake of time, can the king go to C5?
The king cannot go to C5 because my pawn is there.
What about?
Oh, C5. Oh no, yeah, because it's no, that's a. Sorry, I thought I was looking at D5. My bad. No, the king. That's not a legal move for the king.
I don't know a way that you don't win because.
Yeah.
Go 5 to. I'm sorry, B5.
King B5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Okay.
It's tough. It's a very open board.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now. Coming back at you here. What do we got? Question. Of course it is.
Lemonade, Merv.
What is the most 90s thing you can think of?
The most 90s.
The most 90s thing you can think of.
That I own. Or when I think of the 90s.
Like what comes to mind when you think of the 90s? What does that evoke in your brain?
Well, I'm a weirdo.
I know.
Yeah, like to me with like film and television, my first thought is NBC sitcoms because that's all. 90s.
Oh yeah.
You go Cheers, Seinfeld, Friends.
Right.
And tell me that's not 90s.
Yeah.
Or 90s like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air kind of like wardrobe.
Yeah.
That's like 90s to me.
Right.
Or my conception is also one of them as well. It's very 90s actually.
Your conception?
when I was made.
Yeah, right. I think I've heard this story before. Chai, thank you for the 12 months, by the way. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate it.
Let's see.
What are you gonna do here? Well, that's a check. That's not a capture, which means I can freely do that and get you back here.
Right.
Oh, you gotta do this. It's not a challenge, so you're fine.
Oh, sure.
What is the worst movie you've ever seen?
The worst movie I've ever seen.
The worst movie.
Man, I gotta tell you, dude. I have some friends in some pretty bad movies. But I was gonna say, I think as far as like a big movie goes, but I'm a I am. I'm a critic with a lot of things.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Oh, me too.
Oh man, like I hate. What movie pisses me off? One movie that really makes me angry, I guess, is like Lady Bird.
Really?
It's an unpopular opinion. It makes me so mad.
Interesting.
Maybe it's because my father's from Sacramento, and I'm like, who would ever base a movie in Sacramento?
Yeah.
And it's like, what a terrible. Who thinks of like driving through Sacramento? They're like, what should happen here? A film. But
That
I
is
do
from
really
Chad
think-
from Sacramento.
Yes, mine. You know what? I'm not even gonna apologize. I feel bad that you live there, really. But it's like, what's worse, Bakersfield? So then
Maybe.
I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh, you know what? I rewatched, and it's hysterically bad. Really, is Spider-Man 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's so unfortunately awful that, and it's what's weird too is like the first two with Tobey Maguire are really
They're really
fun.
good. Yeah.
They're really good.
It is
And
a
like
shame.
and then it's like they did the third one. They didn't want to do the third one.
Yeah.
And it was like pushed on them with different people, and it is so obvious. Like
Yeah.
it is painful. And I'm sorry, but I think one of the worst casting, like one of the worst bookings ever, is Topher Grace's Venom.
Yeah,
And it's
man.
unfortunate. I got nothing against Topher Grace. He seems like
It's not his
he's a good
fault.
actor.
I don't think. I think that was just a tough. It was a strange call.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
All right.
I already moved that.
That's totally fine. Let me go right there.
A good one.
Good one.
Then I like. Move,
Just gonna yoink.
Oh shit.
Yoink it back. I was thinking you were gonna take my pawn there, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I didn't.
And then I didn't. You have a question? If you had to kill one Disney character, who would it be and how would you do it?
PJ Duncan with my bare hands.
There it is.
Get on top.
Just
of me.
throttle him. Throttle the life out of him.
A pillow. Just,
I understand.
yeah. No, I mean, I think you know what used to always scare me was Cruella de Vil.
Oh, really?
It terrify me.
Huh.
As a kid, which I learned somewhat recently. Cruella de Vil, cruel and evil.
Yes.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Oh wait,
It's really
I knew it was like cruel evil, but it's cruel and evil. Oh, it's Cruella. Well, there's no N, right?
Cruella de Vil.
Right. So it's cruel evil, cruel and yeah. Okay. Is her middle initial N by chance?
Oh, that'd be sweet. Though.
That would make her like a Batman villain.
Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna get things moving. Let's get active.
Boink.
Oh shit. Ah shit.
We have a challenge for you.
All right, what is it?
It is. You have to name 3 U.S. capitals. Your time starts now.
Sacramento.
Your time is up.
Damn it.
5 seconds is not a lot of time. That's the point. The point is it should be difficult to achieve.
Because there's so many states with like the biggest city is actually not the capital.
Because New York is one of those, right? The capital of New York is Albany, right?
It's Albany.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's either Buffalo or Albany.
Yeah, right. I think it's Albany.
No.
Um.
Damn it.
Okay.
It embarrassed me in front of many people. I was trying to think, what the hell is Phoenix? I was thinking Arizona. It's got to be Phoenix, right?
Probably, yeah.
Not Scottsdale.
I don't think so. I don't know any other cities in Arizona. I would like you to move your pawn to A5.
How about 824? 24? 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. 824. shit. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You knew where it was.
Because of the globe, you dick. All right. Huh?
What's wrong with the Riddler freak? Gosh. This is just that awful part of chess where it's just the back and forth.
Yeah, I know. So I'm trying to see if I can get a mate call here. Not quite, but you can do that.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Closing in on this situation here. Okay, there. So the problem is it's the problem with that rule is you can move a lot of different places. So let's see. So let's go. Oh, you can go down there though. All right. Let me do this. I don't know what I'm not great at finishing off these things. This might take a little while.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's got to be it, right?
So not it should be. So the way this will work, or the way that it's usually works, and the question, we can skip past the lifelines if we want to this time, just to save on time. But those are sort of there so that if it's happening kind of early, if there's mate opportunities early on, there's a way for you to not, for somebody who doesn't play a ton of chess to not just lose out of the gate. So in this situation, it sort of would just prolong the inevitable more than it would add to the game. So now when you move, I should be able to call and predict it exactly. So if you move, so then I would call mate, and you would have the opportunity, if you'd like to, you can either say, so here's how it works, usually, or this is the idea, is once I have the opportunity to call mate, that means I see a path to getting checkmate. He, the other player, would have 3 lifelines. So one is feel it, the other one is freeze it, and the other one is find it. So feel it is where I have to close my eyes when I make my moves. So I get 3 moves, I can find the piece, click on it, but close my eyes to actually move it to the square I want to move it to. The other one is freeze it, which is where he picks a piece that I can't move for 3 turns, but he also can't capture it for 3 turns. And then finally find it is where I have to name the exact sequence. And if it's on the money, I win. If it's not, or if that sequence doesn't lead to checkmate, then he would win. Sort of like calling your shot with 8-ball in pool, right? It has to end by you exactly calling out how it will go. So I'm going to call mate, and it's up to you how you would like to proceed.
I want to see you try to find it.
Okay. So you'll have 3 options technically. So I will list all of them. But so it will be queen b2, king. I'll type this out as well. Queen b2, king e1, king d1, king f1. So e1, f1, or d1, if I go there. Correct. And then rook a1, checkmate. So queen b2 check is What's the check symbol? I forget what check symbol. I forget what it is. What's the check symbol? Does anybody know? I'm forgetting. Oh, it's a plus. So queen b2 check. There, here, or here, and then rook a1 is checkmate. All right, I'm calling this. This is my find it. Queen b2 check. King either e1, d1, or f1. Rook a1 checkmate. Officially called.
Okay.
Queen b2.
So
There are 3 places I believe you can move. Queen b2 check. You can move either e1, d1, or f1.
Uh-huh.
If you can find a different move, I'll lose.
No,
That's d1. That's legal. Rook a1, checkmate. There it is.
damn it, you bitch.
But I have to get that exactly right. If I don't get that exactly right, then I don't win.
Yeah, no, that was actually really impressive, to be honest with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I was like, that was almost like really impressive. It was close.
Almost.
Yeah.
Not quite, but almost.
Hey, you know what? This was actually very fun. This is a great little idea.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. The point of this is to bring people on, and we'll have
been on this path where I've been lying a lot recently, but no, it's actually really fun. I think obviously there's ways to keep it going, but like, no, you have a really great little idea here that's very unique. That you don't have to be good at playing chess for. It's
That's
like
the
carpool
idea.
karaoke.
That's good to
You
hear.
get-
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah.
Appreciate
Thanks
your
for having
time. Appreciate you coming on. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
me. I like the plug.
Yeah.
No,
Any?
not yet. Hopefully soon, man.
Yes. Hopefully soon.
I mean, yeah, you know all of that, but
I do.
we're hoping soon. That's what I gotta go deal with right now.
Excellent. Well, thank you for being on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. I asked.
Chat. Say goodbye to Bradley.
Bye, guys. This was fun doing this again. I hadn't done Discord or anything like this in forever. So
Takes you back, huh?
Yeah, I'll have to join you more often.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this at least every Thursday in February, and then we'll kind of see where we're at from there.
Okay.
But ideally, this will be a sort of once a week sort of deal.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So thanks for being on the show. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Love it, brother.
Love you too, man. Thank you again. See ya.
Yep.
All right. So that's it for today. I know it's a short stream, but this is the show. So we'll do this again next Thursday, probably again at 3:00. We'll have a different guest on. Yeah, we're gonna do this, like I said, once every Thursday for the month of February. I'll still be streaming other times. I'm gonna try to when I can, but guaranteed this will happen every Thursday at 3:00 for about hour and a half or so. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you all watching. Thank you for all the subs. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being in chat. And we will see you next time. See ya.